Hey, what's up guys? This is Cymatics, and in this video I wanted to talk about a particular kind of sound that you can make in a synth, and I was inspired to make this video by a track by RÜFÜS the Soul called You Were Right, and it has this very fuzzy lead sound.
Can't get enough of you.
That I remade in Serum, and I just want to show you the technique behind it, but here's the sound. And making this sound is very simple. It's one of the easiest things you can do in the synth, but the core idea of it is noise modulation, and it is very useful in other sounds where you want to make your digital kind of sterile sounding synth a little bit more lo-fi to give it a bit more of a fuzzy texture and make it a little bit more unpredictable. If that's what you want to accomplish, that's pretty simple to do, but I'm going to initialize the preset and show you how to do that. So you can use noise modulation from the noise oscillator, but that's not really the real deal because this is not an actual oscillator. It's just a wave file. It's a noise wave file that has all of its clicks and pops and stuff like that you don't really want in an actual noise source. It's going to keep all that and reproduce that. It's not the worst thing in the world. You can actually do a lot of cool stuff with it, but I'm going to go to the actual noise generator in Serum. But first, let me show you what I have here. This is just a basic saw. Let's pitch it down an octave and increase the release time. And then we're going to set it to mono because it's a lead. Then we're going to go to matrix. And we want to select from the source menu, we want to select Chaos 1, and then we want to route that to the coarse pitch of oscillator 1. And if we turn up, first of all, we have to set this to bipolar. But if we turn this up, this amount slider, you might notice it's randomly modulating up and down. That is because the Chaos oscillator at the back of Serum is a random oscillator. And if you turn it up very high, you're going to get into the noise range. So let's turn up this rate. And that's how you get that fuzziness. I like to set the sound at about 8, the modulation at about 8. Again, if you turn this down, you just get random vibrato. Okay, now on top of that, I'm going to engage the filter and I'm going to turn up the resonance a little bit. And I'm going to turn up the filter to about 2000 or so. I'm not going to touch the key tracking because I don't think it really helps the sound, to be honest. Let's boost the level. Turn up a little bit of the fat. Gonna get some distortion. Now, you can do the same thing that they're probably doing with their Prophet 5 synth. If you go, you can actually modulate the cutoff of the filter as well as the pitch. So we can set Chaos 1 and set that to the filter cutoff, and that'll also give a noisy texture. Just make sure that you're going bipolar here. And you can tell that it's a slightly different sound. But if you do just a bit, it can enhance the fuzziness. That's nice. Now, we're almost there. I'm just going to go to Effects, and I'm going to select Reverb. I'm going to low cut a lot of the low end in that reverb sound, as well as high cut, because I don't want that noise that's being generated to leak into the reverb. But the decay has to be quite long. And then I'm going to select the EQ. I'm going to turn that on. I'm going to high pass a lot of the crap noise that's in the subs. And increase the gain of the high end. And we're going to set the frequency at about 2.2. Now I'm going to take the LFO, just a standard LFO, and I'm going to route that to the pitch this time. sorry, I'm going to set that to the, let me remove this modulator. I'm going to set that to the fine pitch. So I'm technically modulating the pitch twice. I'm modulating really quickly with the chaos oscillator and very slowly with the LFO. I'm going to make sure that the trigger is not on. There's no triggering going on, so that every time the note is pressed, it'll be at a different point in the LFO cycle. And I'm going to turn down this value a lot. I just wanted to waver around a little bit in pitch. And that is really kind of one of the things you want to try, is to combine slow modulation with fast modulation. If you listen to like a tape machine, for example, a tape machine combines like a slow warbling with a fast fluttering. That's just due to the imperfections in the mechanism of the tape machine. So when you combine fast with slow modulation, you get unpredictable sounds. So let's turn this up and see what happens. So I'm replicating that kind of replicating the wow and flutter of a tape machine. Okay. And we can also add a bit of chorus. You can also try hyperdimension to get a little bit of movement. I wouldn't advise trying unison. I don't know why, but it doesn't... It has a very uncharacteristic, like, warbling effect that's not really pleasant. But the hyperdimension sound is a lot better. Just make sure you're using it sparingly. Because a lot of the times when you have like a noisy sound like this, using delay lines, which is what these dimension expanders and choruses, they're just delays, it tends to phase in and out with the noise in the signal, and that's not really pleasant. But very subtly you can add a little bit of expansion to the taste. But I kind of like the standard sound here. I actually like it quite dry, and we could try a bit of distortion if we set this to tape. That's quite an interesting sound. We can put it after EQ. And this we can mix in just to bring in a little bit of high-end sheen. Let's go back to Matrix and we can play with... So the overall intensity of the noise effect will come from this slider here. So we can actually route this to a macro with the aux source, and then that'll let us have it as a macro. So this is dry. And then... Finally, you can change the character of the fuzziness a bit by selecting sample and hold. This will just make the noise a little bit more drastic. So there's no smoothing in between each sample to get a little bit nerdy. But yeah, I don't like it, to be honest. I like to keep, unless actually if you set it to sample and hold, it's cool if you set the rate very low, that you get some kind of glitchy sounds. That's very R2D2 if you set this to a very high number. Yeah, that's how R2D2 was done as well. But I hope you guys learned something about noise modulation and use that in your sounds and synths to add some interesting texture. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.